We welcome you again to the Healthy Healing Corner with Dr. Barbara and myself, Dr. Janet, and we're continuing this series about the GI tract problems. This is we want to talk to you more about remedies maybe for Crohn's disease. We know that that improving your diet and eliminating some possible food allergies and irritants are one key way to start helping yourself if you are under the problem of Crohn's disease. Short water or juice fasts can be helpful to allow healing. We talked about juice fasting in a previous series. You can look back at that. We really, really want to stress that that we are concerned about everybody's bodies, just as we're concerned about our own bodies. We want to give them suggestions for eating healthy and eating correctly and eating more often and drinking a lot of more water. Barbara, let's talk about how stress brings on that Crohn's disease too.
Well, number one, stress causes inflammation in the body. So stress in a whole can take us out, stress. And we have to learn how to de-stress, but that's another series as well. We're going to talk about stress on another episode. But to reduce stress for Crohn's, we got to drink water. We have to eat the right food. The diet is number one. We have to change in order to de-stress for Crohn's, for something like that. Because anything that irritates that can just give you a situation where it just keeps you bedbound with Crohn's. So we need to use, there are some enzymes that we need to use, but again, everybody's different, so I don't just throw it out here. You'll probably see this on the screen, but I like to see people individual so I can get your diet right for you, Dr. Janet and myself, and we put the program together for you because everybody's symptoms are different. And the next thing we'd like to talk about is the ulcerative colitis. The other major inflammatory bowel disease. These are sores or ulcers develop in the lining of the colon, restricted to the epithelial lining of the gut. See, we can feel a burn on the outside, when you burn your skin or whatever, but you can't feel actually what's going on until it gets really bad and it really burns through that, and then you start feeling the symptoms of that. So we can't really sometimes know until it's progressed. So these are things, but you have to be paying attention to when you feel in pain. And my thing is, pay attention that if you're not having the bowel movements regularly, you need to be finding out why and figuring out what to do about that, because that's the key. Elimination is the key to a healthy colon, right? Elimination. Mm-hmm. And building it up. And so also colitis is believed to be another autoimmune issue. And autoimmune issues is caused because the body is attacking itself. So when the body doesn't recognize that it's not a foreign body, it thinks that it is, so it starts attacking itself.
I know a doctor that's in his 80s, and he told me at the beginning of his practice, he had a 56-year practice, and he said there was only like 8 or 9 autoimmune diseases, and now today in our society and with our genetically modified food, 85%, he said it's up into the higher 20s, 28, 29 autoimmune diseases. They're just naming new ones all the time.
Right, I think it's even more than that. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. But yes, I agree.
And that's where the body's attacking itself because it's trying to work harder to heal itself, and it doesn't have the right nutrients to do it. And food is your best medicine.
That's right. And so whenever you see a word and it has itis at the end of it, we have to understand that means there's inflammation involved. Mm-hmm. Inflammation is a fire that got out of control in the body. Mm-hmm. It's like a fire that got out of control, and we didn't put anything. So let's compare it to a car. What do we use in a car to cool down the engine? Well, you use antifreeze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coolant, a car coolant. So what would that be in relation to our body? Would be antioxidants, would be the coolant for our body. We need to get in plenty of fruits like blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. All those are very strong, high antioxidants.
Any of the really dark fruits and vegetables have the higher amount of antioxidants in them.
Yes,
The higher amount.
and that's what puts out the fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time because the worse off a person is, the longer it takes,
And the more pain they were in.
and the more pain they were in.
So you have the fire from the
I like
itis.
to use that analogy. You know, if a person's you have two wells, and one person fell in way to the bottom of the well, hit the bottom of the well, and then you have one that fell in, but he caught himself halfway. Well, that one over here, all the way to the bottom, takes a longer rope to pull him up.
Mm-hmm.
And then one over here takes a less. So when people ask, well, how long? Well, it all depends on what your body needs to build it up, to get it to where it can even begin to heal, right?
Yeah, it may take 3 months, 6 months. It may take a year.
It could take 2 years. It all depends on where it is. So, but following regimens, people are turned around. I mean, I know people that are come off. I don't take people off medications, but I do help them in a lifestyle change and all, and they have been able to come off their medications, and it's just an awesome feeling.
And they do that under their doctor's care because it's done through testing. It shows that they don't need it anymore.
Absolutely. So that was about colitis, and then the last one more thing I want to talk about problems with the GI is the hemorrhoids. So this is inflamed and swollen blood vessels in the rectum, and symptoms include bright red blood in the toilet bowl after a bowel movement, itching, pain with elimination, typically caused by chronic constipation, and hard stools causing straining during bowel movements, and also related to venous congestion and lack of tone in the veins. So there's many reasons why a person has hemorrhoids. Janet, you can highlight on that a little bit.
Yeah, well, the hemorrhoids, I know, Dr. Barber, you have a salve that really, really helps the hemorrhoids and helps for people that have hemorrhoids. This is really a problem of not having the right kind of roughage in your diet, where you can, where it can take these nutrients more smoothly through your colon. You could have a really unhealthy colon, and then when you do elimination, it's very hard for you to push it out. That's what causes hemorrhoids, and we want to address all these different things with you. We're very concerned about your body and about how you're taking care of your body, and if you have that same concern, then we can join you and give you information and give you advice, and you can come to the Healthy Healing Corner yourself, make an appointment, or even call us with your questions at 240-695-6677. That's the Healthy Healing Corner. We're on the web at hwv-team.com, or you can email us at hwwvteam@gmail.com. But once again, come and see us. Come in for a customized assessment of your situation. Even if you don't have symptoms, it's best to start being careful about your choice of food and the correct action to take toward helping yourself in many different ways. So come call us. We're at 240-695-6677, and we thank you again for listening.